Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Katherine Woodward. She's from Logan County High School as a member of FFA there. Good morning, Katherine.
Good morning, Joanna.
So, Katherine, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about a little bit about you and then a little bit about your FFA experience.
This is my fourth year being an FFA, and I absolutely love it. I'm the vice president of the chapter, and it's definitely one of the greatest experiences.
Now, you're a great success story for the Logan County FFA chapter because you know, everybody has an SAE, or most FFA people, members have an SAE, which is a supervised agriculture experience,
Yes.
right? And that's really to grow your skills and to work on an entrepreneurship project or things like that. But you took it to a completely different level. So tell me a little bit about your SAE.
So my SAE, I raise honeybees, but then with that, I also have a market. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do my freshman year. I kind of saw SAEs. Everybody had beef cattle. I was like, I don't have that. So I was able to look into beekeeping. It was one of the ideas. I was scared to death of bees, but I kind of took a few classes and I learned that it was actually like pretty cool and it was like very rewarding once I got into it. And so I purchased 4 hives in March, and from then it just kind of kept on growing and growing. And I received a few grants to have a building to kind of store my equipment in. But then I was like, this building's only going to be used like 4 months out of the year. I was like, I need to make it a little bit more. So I created a market out of it. And so it actually runs as a store, and I sell Kentucky Proud products in it, my honey, and then some of the other SAE projects from alumni FFA members. My hours differ every weekend. Usually I post on my page about that Monday when I'll be open, but I'm usually open every other Saturday during the month from like 10 to 2 or so. Getting into April and May, those are typically my busier seasons, and I just love it.
So tell me what your page is. So if people want to follow along because you post about your beekeeping journey. I even saw where you went and taught some kids about beekeeping.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So my page is Blacklit Creek Apiary and Market. And referring back to the kids, I did do one of the local elementary schools. They were learning about honeybees, so they invited me, and I absolutely love that because I love teaching others, especially the younger ones, about agriculture, and you just don't realize like what impact it can make to them.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they thoroughly enjoyed you coming to talk because it's somebody closer to their age
Yeah.
doing something really cool, and I think that's probably an inspiration for those
It
kids.
is.
I know you're an inspiration to some adults, and so those kids, that's an awesome experience. But let me ask, if you weren't a part of FFA, do you think that you would have had the apiary?
Absolutely not, because I felt like it got me out of my comfort zone. My advisors definitely helped me with that, with coming up with ideas, and even some of like the older members. I remember talking it to them about it and giving them my idea, and they really encouraged me with that.
And look at all the skills you gained. Now I know that you compete with the ag sales team, or you competed with them. Tell me a little bit about like what that is and what you feel like you gained from that.
So ag sales, you were given a product a few weeks before competition, and you had to learn all this information about a product and sell it to a panel of judges. You know, like we received our products, we learned more about it, we made our websites and our binders, and I absolutely loved it. I think it definitely helped me with my business, doing that competition, and it helped me being able to talk to other people.
And when you mentioned Honeyfest, for those maybe who didn't get to attend, that wasn't just a small event. That was a huge community event. Now I know I interviewed you, you know,
Yes.
promoting the event, but let's talk just a little bit about that. How many people? What did you have?
So I had planned for about 200 to 300 people. And as the day went on, I didn't really get to like look outside a lot during the day. And somebody said, "Have you looked outside?" And I was like, "No." And I looked out, and the whole hayfield was like 4 rows deep of cars. And we're thinking that we're about 1,000 people there, which was way more than I expected, but it was definitely a blessing. And I'm definitely thankful for the community support, especially with all the local vendors, because every vendor that I had, you know, some were revolved around FFA and their SAE projects, and then some were local businesses. And I definitely think it was a good time for people, and I really think people enjoyed it.
I think so too. I was there. It was a great event. So proud of you that day. So proud of all the things that you've accomplished.
Thank you.
Shining star for FFA. And if you want to learn more about FFA, the Kentucky FFA, or your local FFA chapter, I would highly encourage you to visit the website or talk to one of your local advisors. Katherine, thanks for visiting with us today.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show and hope you have a great day.